Good morning, friends. I hope everybody is having a great morning so far. Mrs. Wise is here. Hi, friends. All right. So this morning we might have some new and different friends with us. Since we've been recording this morning meeting or daily meeting, I thought it would be nice to share it with all kids that are working from our school and that are kindergartners in Braintree. So if you're new to us, welcome. That's my dog. Look at. You see my dogs? Hello, doggies. I've got two dogs here. I've got Chloe and Monty, my two dogs that sometimes help me do our morning meeting. All right, friends, I'm going to keep on moving. We're going to start today by taking some deep breaths together. That's a great way to start our day. So let's take 5 deep breaths. Ready? Let's do in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. 3, in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do one more together. Ready, boys and girls? In through your nose and out through your mouth. All right. In our class, we like to show those ready hands. It shows, just put your hands just like this. It helps us keep our bodies and our brains in the group. Let's have, during our daily meeting today, let's have watching eyes, listening ears, quiet voice, and a calm, quiet body. All right, good friends, let's get started today. It is the month of April, so we'll think about doing our April calendar. Here we go. Okie doke. I always try to make myself so big, but then I get in the way here. There we go. Super job. All right, my pointer, that's right here. See it? Whoa, way to go. Right there. See it? This little guy? You gotta follow him when we do our counting, okay? He's gonna come right on over here to the number 1. Let's think about counting together. I wanna hear your voice, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got it. Today is the 17th day of April. We could say it's the number 17, but the fancy way to say that is 17th. Did you hear that at the end? The 17th day of April. All right, so let's think about our pattern. It looks like it's flower, egg, butterfly. Let's do it together. Ready, boys and girls? Flower, egg, butterfly. 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 Flower. You knew it. It is an egg. Very nice. So, and I do see there's a pattern here. I mean, do we really have to go through every single day of our month of April to notice what our pattern is? I mean, another strategy might be, I see that yesterday was a flower. I could look back into my days and say, okay, this is a flower over here. What came after the flower? An egg. What comes after the flower? An egg. That's another strategy we could use. Yeah, there's lots of different ways to solve things. We can use our flexible brain to think of new and different ways, right? We have to be brave in our thinking to think of new and different things, all right? So that's another way that we could do that. Super cool. All right, I did learn that when it's my date, when I know my date, I can go straight up on my calendar to figure out what day of the week it is. This one starts with, so it must be Friday. Yep. You got it. All right, let's get rid of this. Wait. What's it doing? Why won't let me take it? I want that. There we go. Bye, Wednesday. Okay. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow will be, dun, 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 dun. After Friday comes Saturday. You got it. Super duper. What is happening? Get it. Should Mrs. Wise give up? If something gets tricky, should I give up? Nope. Never give up. There's no quitting in kindergarten. You got it. All right, so today is Friday, April number 17, or April 17th, 2020. Okie doke. We can do our months of the year Macarena. Get those fingers ready. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, ready? January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year, and it is April right now. So that's why that's circled. When our month of April is all filled up on our calendar, when this gets all full, and it's no more days left when we get up to number 30, the next month will be May, right? It's not May yet, but it's April now, and May will be coming soon. Super job. All right, I see one group of 100, so I have my 1 here. I see 2 groups of 10, so I see a 2 here. And then I need to add a cube for today. 1, 2, 3. This slide tells me how many days I've known you at school, right? Or how many days I've known you all together. So Mrs. Wise is going to erase this. Okay, so let's count together. 1, 2, 3. What's our number poem for the number 3? Does anybody know these number poems? We say, around the tree, that's the way we make a 3. I'm gonna fix this guy right here. Boop, boop. All right. I don't like that, how that came out. Hold on 1 minute, friends. Let me just fix this. I made a mess. All right, so this is our 2 groups of 10. Put that back there. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3. So we need to make that 3, right? Around the tree, that's the way we make the 3. All right, so I see 100, and then I have to count by tens. 110, 120, 121, 122, 123, 123. We did it just right. Great job, boys and girls. All right, let's move our shadow box from 122 right next door to 123. Awesome job. I'm going to add a star here in my 10 frame. All right, so here we can count by tens because we see that there are 10 stars in each group. Okay, my 10 frames are full here. But when we get down here, I can't count this as a group of 10 because it's not full yet. Okay, so let's do this together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, good, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 121, 122, 123. We have known each other for 123 days. Seriously? That's a lot of days. Look at all those days. Wow, we have been in school for a long time. Remember when we started school in September? Way back then on our very first day of school? I can think back to those days. Those memories make me happy when I think about you. All right, let's go. Okay, we have to check the weather. Mrs. Wise can't get up to the window anymore because now I have this cool projector set up. See this? And it's plugged in. You see it? So I can't really get to my window anymore, but let's take a peek. Ready? Actually, maybe I could reach. Let's try. I do reach to the window. This is great news. Okay, ready, friends? Let's see, what kind of day is it out there today? Can you see outside my window? Yeah, I think it is sunny today. Yeah, definitely some sunshine. Do you see the trees dancing out there? That means it's a little bit windy too. Any clouds up in that sky? Nope, no clouds today. Sunny and a little bit of windy. All right, that looks good. Come back on over. There's my house. Hi, Mrs. Wise's house. Okay. All right, here we go. So we can put one sun for today, and we can put a little bit of wind, just like that. Remember those days that were really big wind that we had this week? Mrs. Wise made the windy sign a little bit bigger on those days. And even sometimes I make a big cloud here. Yeah. And so we can sometimes think about choosing more than one kind of weather because we can be flexible thinkers and say, you know what? Yeah, it could be, or sometimes even weather changes throughout the day. It might start off as a sunny day. And then as we move through, it changes, you know, that's okay. We're flexible. We can think that way, right? All right. So today's weather is sunny and windy. All right, so this talks about how many days we've known each other too. Mrs. Wise can't move this slide. I tried to do it a million times, but it won't let me. So here we go. The software doesn't let us do everything we want to do, but that's okay. So we were talking about how we've known each other for 123 days so far. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, groups of 5. So that means we have to count by 5s. Do you think you're ready to do that with me? Are you sure? Are you sure? All right, if you're ready, show me those ready hands. Let's do it together. Ready, friends? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120, 121, 122, 123, 123 days. Wow. All right. Mrs. Wise does not want to do any of this stuff today. Nope, nope, nope. Not today. We have other fun things that I want to do with you. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get, where'd it go? Gotta find it. There it is. I'm going to have this ready. All right, we're going to work on this next. But I do want to stand for our pledge before we do this. Ready, boys and girls? Everybody stand up for your pledge. Hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for, wait a minute. Hold on. What if I made a flag right here? I don't have a flag at my house, but I can think creatively, can't I? What if I drew a flag for us to pledge to for now? I know that we've got blue up in the corner of our flag, right? I think we do. That looks pretty good, Mrs. Wise. And then what if I just drew a flag? Could I do that? I can use my imagination. Sure I can. Look at that. Here's a flag for us for today. We might have to use our imagination for the stars. Is that okay? Ah, yeah, this looks good. Oh yeah, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Mrs. Wise doesn't give up, right? Always stay focused, use our creative brains. That's not bad. It's a pretty good flag. I could just make some stars up here. Do, 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 do. Now we know there's usually 50 stars. I'm not gonna make all those stars today. All right, that's not bad. Sure, we can use that. All right, everybody up. Hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good friends. So here we are. So I know that we got some new work, new and different work that was given to us by our teachers at school. So what I'd like to do here at our daily meeting is maybe practice some of that stuff so that it doesn't, so it's easier to do, okay? So one of the things that was in our remote learning packet this week, our program that we got from school, was a poem about weather. So I thought maybe we could do that together. Mrs. Wise wrote her name at the top. All my letters are resting right on that line, see that? I have got a couple tall letters in my name. I've got some small letters. I don't have any of those hanging letters that go below the line in my name. You might have some of those in your name, like the J and the Y. I'll write them over here. See, look at this. You know how those hanging letters might come down, like the J, the Y, or the G. Those might come down below my line. I don't have any of those, but you might. You might have some of those, so don't be afraid to let those letters hang down if you have those in your name, right, guys? All right, so I have a printer at my house, so I printed this out. So I was able to do that. If you don't, that's okay. You can just color things on paper, right? Just like Mrs. Wise made her flag on the back, right? So I see it says weather, and I colored that sunshine in. I've got my clouds here, but if folks don't have a printer, you could just color a sun, just like I did down here on the bottom of my paper, right? All right, so I remember that when we work on papers, we always start at the top of our paper and we work our way down, right? So this is the top of my paper, so I did my name first, and then it says weather. Weather is hot. Weather is cold. Weather is changing as the weeks unfold. Skies are cloudy. Skies are fair. Skies are changing in the air. It is raining. It is snowing. It is windy with breezes blowing. Days are foggy. Days are clear. Weather is changing throughout the year. And that's by Mish Goldish. That's the person's name who did that, who wrote that. That was the author of this poem. So this is a rhyming poem. We know that cold and unfold have the same ending. Listen, cold, unfold, rhyming. Fair, air, snowing, blowing, clear year. Lots of rhyming words in this poem. All right, so I think that's a really good job. We'll put that right away. Awesome. I did want to think a little bit about our butterflies and our caterpillars. So I know that we've been thinking about the life cycle of the caterpillar in our classroom. Well, what is this thing? All right, so we have to do something today. It's something fun that I thought maybe you could help me with. All right, friends? Okay, so inside here are some caterpillars. Let me just get this ready for us. 1 second here. All right, ready? So we have got a cool thing. So this is the egg. Hold on, I gotta find it all. Got it. This is the caterpillar. This is when it goes into its chrysalis or makes its chrysalis. And then this is the butterfly. And then a butterfly lays an egg, grows into a caterpillar, forms its chrysalis, comes out as a butterfly. This is a cycle that goes around and around. This cycle never stops. That's why we see butterflies so frequently in the springtime, right? So we have got something that's happening here. I might do it here so you can see. I don't know if this is better. Can you see those up there? Hold on. Okay. Maybe this is better. All right, let's see which way you can see this best. Guess what? I'm going to take them out anyways. So I am going to make a change today. There are some chrysalises that are forming here. Do you see the butterflies and the caterpillars started to hang from the lid? See those wiggly things up at the top? See those wiggly things? They're forming their chrysalis. So I'm going to take them out today. They told me I should take them out today. So I'm going to open the lid. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we get to do this together. This is so exciting. Then you'll definitely be, it's kind of nasty looking, but this is nature. Nature sometimes can be kind of dirty. That's okay. Let me just get this thing off of here. Okay. Ready, friends? Check this out. Look at this. These are the chrysalises. They're hanging from the lid. Do you see them? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see them hanging? All right, so today is the special day that we get to put them. We get to take this out of the lid and we get to put them here. Pull this stuff out of the way so you can see it really good. All right, I'm gonna put it in now. Ready, guys? I don't know why I'm whispering, but I feel like I should. the best way to do this is. I'm just going to put it just like this, very gently. Okay, can you see now how it looks? I think I did it upside down. I think I want it the other way. What do you think? Should I hang it this way? Yeah, like this. Careful. Careful, Mrs. Wise. Feels good. All right, look at this. So you can see it really good. Do you see the chrysalises now are hanging this way? All right, and I'll put this inside my butterfly garden, my butterfly farm that's here. And then I zip it up, and now we wait. Let's see. See it inside there. Now we wait. So they start as the egg. They moved into, they grew into a butterfly, caterpillar. Then they formed their chrysalis. That's where we are now. And pretty soon, hopefully, we'll see some butterflies. So we'll check on these each day and see what happens. Okay, guys? That was so cool. All right, I'm going to put this over here in my dining room so we can look at those together every day. Just like that. Super. This thing's gross. I put some in the yucky. So yeah. Okay. All right. So that was pretty cool. So let me see. What else did I want to do with you today? Oh, I wanted to work on some phonics with you. All right. I'm going to show you some sounds and I want you to tell me what sound you see. And then we'll do some sound blending even to make some words today too. That could be cool. Okay, here we go. Ooh, sound please. Say your name. Sound please. Glary. Sound please. Good. Sound please. If it hits that rock, it might say, good. Sound, please. Good. Sound, please. Zzz. Sound, please. Good. Let's do two more, and then we'll do some word blending, some sound blending. Oh. Or. One more. All right. That's a good warm up. You guys ready to blend some sounds together? We'll make some words. Okay. Here we go. I think. There we go. Let's do this for a few minutes. Can you see my board here? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to show you some sounds here. Ready? And you see that? Let's get a little closer. Oh boy. Is that a little bit better? Look at us. Whatever. Okay, ready? And I don't think you can see it very well. Okay, here we go. At. Let's tap it out. At. Cat. Good. Oh, there's a cat. Ready? And g. A. G. Ass. Let's tap it out. G. Ass. Get. Gas. You got it. Sometimes I go to the gas station, put some gas in my car. Here we go, and an. Let's tap it out. An, can. Here we go, friends, and at. Let's tap it out. At, hat. That looks like a cowboy hat, huh? I'm going to use a pan in a little bit. I'm going to make myself some eggs in the pan. And sometimes at Halloween, I like to wear a hat. Oh, so good. Oh, can you see? Sorry. An. Let's tap it out. An. Van. There's a van. All right. Let's do one more for today. Ready? What did I do? That was silly. Last one for today. Am. Ham. And there's that ham. All right, so that's some good practice. Now listen. Let me share my screen once more. I want to share my screen. Show, please. Okay. So we learn the letters. We learn the letters and the letter names and the letter sounds. Then we learned how to mix those together and push those together to make words, right? So now we get to practice writing some of those words. And we have some tools that we can use to do that. It's kind of awesome. You guys are growing and learning every day. You make me so proud. All right. Yeah, so I started a story yesterday that I kind of want to edit. But before we do that, so yeah, here are some of those sounds that we practiced, right? Now, when we did our remote learning plan for this week, you guys got a copy of that in our remote learning plan. I printed this off right from there. So just like we practiced our sounds with our cards here, you guys could practice those at home too. All right, so you guys could and because we know all these sounds, sometimes if I get stuck when I can't think of what letter it is that I need, if I'm trying to write the word jump, I would say, jump. Can't remember what that starts with. Let me think. J. I could look for it here on my board. I could use this as a tool. Oh, I remember that J here, that was the one that was saying j, right? And so, which one was saying, I don't remember. I might have to look to see. Oh yeah, j, and then I know j, So I'd have to look on my board. Oh, there's that. And then I know how to write it. See that? We can use this as a tool. And then jump. I'd have to find that. Oh yeah, I remember that was that was the first one that we learned way back when. Yeah, so this is just a good tool to use if you're not sure how to spell a word. Great, one of those strategies that we use is we can break it down into smaller parts. So we can do that here, okay? We can use that tool. And then we also got another tool in our remote learning package plan. I don't know if what that piece stands for. I think it's a plan. We can also use this sight word, our kindergarten words, to help us. If we're not sure how to spell little, we know we can just look here. Oh, there's little. If I'm trying to find the word look, we use that word look a lot, right? Oh, there's that word look. So I can use this here in my writing. So I've got these tools to help us. All right, so yesterday I started writing a story, right? I was thinking a lot about that this was going to be a true story. I wanted to make a true story. This was also part of our plan this week. I thought of my story first, then I practiced it. Then I thought about the pictures and the words to tell. and then I use some speech bubbles. Okay, so that's how we think about writing a true story. So when I thought about my story, I was going to write a story about my daughters and that they had very messy rooms, right? And then I wanted to think about that. That was something real that happened, that they had messy rooms. And then we had to think about organizing their room a little bit. We threw some things away and we donated some things. And then their room was clean. So the 3 parts that I was thinking of for that story sounded something like this to practice. First, their rooms were so messy. You should have seen them. There were clothes on the floor and papers on their desk. So we threw some things out and we donated some things, and then their room was clean. So that was a story. First, their room was messy. Then we got rid of some stuff, and then their room was clean. So, but I did start my story yesterday, right? And I drew this cool picture. Let me just make it so you can see it really good here. Oh, that's a little better. Hold on. Okay. So it says, I put my name at the top. I always start at the top of my paper. It says Mrs. Wise. And this was yesterday, April 16th, 2020. So I'm going to do a new one for today. But it says, first, my room was messy, right? There's Sophie, there's Sabrina, my daughters. My room is messy. My desk has too many papers, right? So I wanted to add something to this. I was thinking about, sometimes when we write a story, that story stays in our brain and we think about it throughout the day. And I was doing that with this story yesterday after I wrote this part. I wanted to add some more. I wanted to add what made it messy, to really, to think as a writer. I really wanted to think about how I could explain this a little better for the person that's listening to my story, right? So I wanted to add something. So we can do that. We can go back to edit or change things, because that's what makes our story better, right? First, my room was messy. And I wanted to write that it had stuff on the floor and on my desk. Yep, there were the clothes and things on the floor. And look, there are the papers that were on the desk. Awesome. So I like that when I was writing my story, I did think about using lots of different colors and details, and my speech bubbles are there. Okay, so now that I've edited that story, I feel a little bit better. So now what I'd like to do is another part to that story. So it said, you know, first my room was messy. It had stuff on the floor. Okay, so now I'm going to write my name at the top again, Mrs. Wise, and then I'm going to write today's date. Today is April 17th. All right, we learned that on our calendar when we did that. Awesome, my letters are all sitting on the line. Look at my tall M, my tall W, my tall A. Oh, look, I have a hanging letter for P. It hung down below the line. But the rest of my letters and numbers stay right on that line, right? Okay, so I remember when I was practicing my story, it said, okay, first, my room was messy, right? Next, we were organizing that room. We put some stuff in the trash. We put some stuff in a bag for recycling. I'm just going to draw that so it helps me remember. We put some stuff in this bag. And then we put some stuff in the trash. So maybe we could know that this is going to be recycle. We're going to recycle this and give this to someone else. And this one is the trash. Okay, so I'll add some more details on it, but sometimes when I start the picture before I do the words, it helps me just a little bit, so that's okay. So first, my room was messy. It had stuff on the floor and on my desk. Next, I put some things in the trash and donated, that's a big word, other things. to help clean. Did you see my finger spaces? That's a lot of words I wrote. Next, I put some things in the trash and donated other things to help clean. All right, so let's see what we have here. So I think we could put maybe some of those, you know what? I could recycle some of the papers too. So some of the things that are going to go in the trash maybe would be anything that was really dirty. So I'm just going to draw some really dirty stuff in here. But some of those papers I could recycle, right? Because we could use those again. And some of those clothes we could also recycle. We could give to someone else that might want them. So I can write that here, some pants, I don't know, some yucky stuff that was around. Maybe there was a yucky thing. Okay, so I'm gonna now, I know sometimes when we think about recycling, sometimes that's a blue thing, like our recycling bin by the door at school is blue. So I'm gonna use a blue here. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll just do like this for the trash. And then, and I can even get a little silly with this stuff when I'm doing this. It's okay, I can make things all different colors. Right? I'm glad I brought my crayons from school so that I have those to show you here. Okay, so I use some colors here to explain what's happening. I'm just going to take all my crayons so I can see them better. I don't think we used any red yet. Maybe I'll use some red here. I like to do that sometimes. One of my strategies is I might look around and say, well, what color haven't I used yet? I've used a bunch of other colors, but I didn't use yellow yet. So maybe I'll make some of this stuff yellow. I don't know. It makes my pictures a little bit more interesting if there's lots of colors. Okay, that looks good. So now I need, could we make the recycle bin and the trash bin say something? What do you think this recycle bin and the trash bin could say? What they said, thanks for helping. I don't like that. I'm going to change it. I'm going to edit that a little bit. I'm not too excited about what I wrote. Maybe the recycle bin could say, thanks for helping the earth. Yeah. Thanks for helping the earth by reusing. And maybe the trash could be saying, thanks for putting trash in its place. There you go. So much better. All right, so my story so far sounds like this. First, my room was messy. It had stuff on the floor and on my desk. Next, I put some things in the trash and donated other things to help clean. This story sounds kind of good. And remember, maybe tomorrow, I'll draw a picture of the clean room. That would be fun. All right, so I'll add more to that tomorrow. All right, let me see on my list. I did make a list of things that I wanted to get done today. Let me see how we did. Let's see. I welcomed our new friends. We did our calendar. We did our butterfly. We did our pledge. We did our weather. We did our phonics. We did our sound blending. We did our story. Oh, we didn't do math yet. We used some tools. All right, we'll do some math quickity-quick and some social studies quickity-quick, and then we'll be done. All right, let me clean up my work area by putting my crayons in my bucket. It's always good to clean up after we're done. All right, so this is just a little bit of math that's also in our remote learning pack this week. So it says, I'll write my name at the top, Mrs. Wise. There I am, see me? It says, complete the following number sequence and create spots on the caterpillar's body that represent the number above it. Complete the following number sequence. Okay, so this one looks like it's counting here. I see some numbers here. There are numbers that are missing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These caterpillars remind me of our caterpillars that are changing into butterflies, right? Let's see. I think we have to create spots on the caterpillar that represent the number. Oh, so here I think we're counting by ones. Do you see? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think that could be what they want us to do. I think this could be done in lots of different ways, by the way. So if you're not sure how to do this, it's probably because there are lots of different ways to do this. Um, 17, 18, 19, 20. Again, I think these are counting by ones, so I just put dots like this. But wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There are lots of different ways we can do this, so don't worry if yours looks different than mine. Count 2 different collections of objects and draw your collections on a piece of paper. Label and label how many there are in each collection. Okay. Let's go. Maybe I'll just draw my collection of crayons I have today. This one doesn't want to draw all these. Oh, how many are in here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my crayons that I'm using. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll write my number 4 there. What else do I have a collection of? Let me look. Oh. Maybe coins in my pocketbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bee goes down around the hive, go back up to make a 5. All right, let's see here. Write an equation that describes the number of wheels you see in the picture. 1, 2, 3 wheels here, and 1, 2, 3 wheels here. 3 and 3 is how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So good. All right. The last thing I want to do with you today is a little bit of social studies because I have something fun to show you. You ready for it? This is something I made. A little bit for us. This is something I made that I thought that I would like to share with you today. What is this thing? Good question. Okay, so this is something that I have that I wanted you to be able to see. Ready for this? There's Mrs. Wise. See me? There's Mrs. Wise. I'll put me right here. Can you see it if I do that? There's Mrs. Wise. I live in my room. Here's my room. Look at it, see? It's my bed. This is my room. Okay. My room is in my house. So put my house here. My house is on my street. My street is in my neighborhood where the streets come together. Maybe there's a playground in your neighborhood. My neighborhood. My neighborhood. A minute, please. It's stuck. There we go. My neighborhood is in my town. Our town is Braintree. Right? So there's our town of Braintree. Look at this, this is so cool. Braintree is in the state of Massachusetts. Massachusetts is in the country of the United States of America. There we are. The United States is part of the continent of North America, and North America is on the planet Earth. So wait a minute. There's my coffee. I stole a slip on the way by. That's a lot of stuff. Are you kidding me? So you're trying to tell me that when I am, this is me, when I am in my room, I am also on my street. My street is in, wait a minute. My room, this is me. I'm in my room. My room is in my house. My house is on my street. My street is in my neighborhood. But I'm still inside there. That's me, right? I can be in all these things at the same time. My neighborhood is in my town of Braintree. So when I'm in my house, I'm still in the town of Braintree. Cool. My town of Braintree is in Massachusetts, but so is my house. And so is, I'm in Braintree, right? Right now? Right. Because I'm in my room, in my house, on my street, in my town of Braintree. In Massachusetts is in the country of the United States of America. There I am, I'm still inside there, which is in North America, which is in the planet Earth. And there I am inside there in my room on the planet Earth. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. All right, we got a lot of time today, friends. So that's our daily meeting for today. I hope you had a good time. Make sure that you're kind to your friends. Make sure you're kind to your family. Be a great listener. Do the best that you can do to be the best you can be today. All right? Love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.